OG Krungsta.
And today is episode 123 of the OG podcast because it's just that easy.
1, 2, 3. I like it.
1, 2, 3. Sesame Street time.
Uh-huh.
Yes, so it's just that
Or
easy.
if you're into the old school song, the ABC.
Yes.
Easy as 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Michael Jackson. Some good Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
Man.
old school. Yeah.
Man, let me tell you. So
But kids don't know about that.
I know people when they hear Michael Jackson, it could be a very wishy-washy situation. But I speaking of which, like, that's it was crazy. Like my teacher, well, not my teacher, but my kids' teacher was teaching them about Michael Jackson, and the first thing that they taught them, Michael Jackson was addicted to drugs. Yeah, it's
wow.
that's the greatest way to teach them about Michael Jackson. Way to go. So, forget all the things that he's done, all the positive things he's done. Michael Jackson's addicted to drugs. So, yeah. And they basically used they used his death to be like the saying why drugs is bad and all this stuff. It was pretty crazy. My daughter came home telling me that. I was like, yeah, okay, that's our children education.
And that's what they're teaching.
Yes. Yeah. So I was like,
they don't talk about his music career. They talk about the negative stuff. Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's pretty much the era that we live in nowadays. I mean, the negative stuff is what gets a lot of press nowadays, more than the actual good news of it. You know what I mean? So, hey, if we want our podcast to rise, we just talk about negative things, which will never happen because we will never be talking about negative things. That will never be the core of this podcast. But episode 123 is easy. So how's your week been, bud? Did I lose you now?
I mean, I'm in. You may have.
Oh wait. No, I hear you. Wait. No, I don't.
No, it's been pretty. Me again?
Yeah, you're like cutting in and out.
Okay, I think I know why. Because I was trying to make an adjustment to the.
Yeah, I think
so that could be it.
Twitch doesn't like you.
I haven't even loaded Twitch yet.
Oh, rip.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know, whenever you hit the live button, I just stop working.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But no, week's been okay. Just gaming on some Shadowverse and gaming on El Chronicle. And been watching a lot of anime. I've been catching up on Fairy Tail, which is my favorite of the super ridiculously long animes. I actually like it more than I like Bleach or Naruto because that's usually the go-tos. But I'm more of a Fairy Tail guy. Really, really good series. I highly recommend it for those that are into a good story, good action, and some silliness. Fairy Tail's definitely up there. They got over 300 episodes on Crunchyroll. I've already watched pretty much all of them. There's still more coming because they're doing like a weekly upload of the new episodes. So I've been just kind of catching up as they come out. But really enjoying some anime, and then that's been more or less it for the most part. Nothing too crazy.
That's cool, man. I actually have an anime recommendation for those that maybe not be into Crunchyroll and you already have Amazon Prime. There's Amazon Video, and if you have Amazon Prime, there's something called Prime Video, and they actually have movies you can watch, shows you can watch, and they have a vast library of anime, like some of the old ones, like some really old ones. Like you can watch every Yu-Gi-Oh series that was ever created. I haven't really watched to see if it's all English dub or anything, because I'm not really into anime. So but there I was really surprised, and actually surprisingly, I've convinced my wife to possibly cut the cord. There's just one problem.
What's that?
My cable company will not hot transfer me to shut off my cable.
Or
to lower my cable. Every
Mm.
time I call them, I've been on a hold for at least over an hour.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and
And that's how they keep their business.
I just give up after an hour. I'm like, yeah, I'm done. So I don't know, man. Like, it's
I
crazy.
guess you could always just not pay the bill.
Well, no, because I pay it through I pay through internet with them too. So
Oh yeah,
if I want
that is a
internet,
problem.
if I want internet, I gotta pay the bill. So like
Yeah, you do.
my plan is just to eliminate the cable, because with this TV that I got, okay, so I found out I can get Hulu for like because we don't really watch live TV, we watch like on demand stuff. So all the shows that my wife watches on TV on demand, I could get through Hulu for $5 a month, which is not
Okay.
bad. Which is not bad. We already have Netflix, so that's a plus. And then we have the Amazon Prime Video, which because we already pay for Amazon Prime, and then this is I learned this from like just like doing some like knowledge. So say for instance, because me and my wife like we don't really like watching like the premium channels for movies. We actually like watching the premium channels for like series, but the series is not always like throughout the whole year. So maybe like there might be a series on HBO for a certain part of the season, and then there's another series that we watch on Showtime that's on a certain part of the season, and then there's another show on what is it? Stars that's on for another certain part of the season. So, but what I found out is when you subscribe to those channels that are like through like Roku or through Hulu, you're not in a contract. So, say for instance, I can have HBO for a month and then cancel it. So that's pretty dope. And then once I cancel that, I can go to Showtime or vice versa. And it's a great thing because like say for instance like one of the premium channels, one of the premium channels is only $8 a month. So and then I can
Okay.
it's not bad. So I'm looking at okay, $5 a month for the TV, and then the stuff that I'm already paying for, and then the $8 a month. I'm I'm saving a lot of money there compared to what I'm paying just for TV. Because I'm actually paying. My wife broke down the bill for me because my wife's like a mathematician. Just for the TV part by itself, and okay, we don't have no premium channels. We're paying $90 a month, which I guess to a
Mm.
lot of people is not bad. But if I could even make it lower, because half the channels we don't even watch anyway, like we don't watch none of the
Yeah.
channels live. Like the only
Mm.
channel we watch like live, honestly, is weirdly enough, is Food Network. That's it. All the other stuff we
Yeah.
watch on demand. So, um, you know, we're like, dang,
Yep.
it's crazy. And then there's this new TV service that, well, I don't know if it's new, but it's called Pluto TV, and you can download it on your phone, and you can download it on your consoles, which is your PS4s, your Xbox Ones, or you can have it on a Roku TV. It's not an illegal app or anything like that. It automatically broadcasts live TV, such as Nick Jr.,
Yep.
Nickelodeon, MTV, BET. All these channels are for free and they're broadcasted live, and it costs free 99.
Nice.
And I'm like, huh, this is interesting. So, and then they also have movies you can watch on demand too. So, yeah, I can understand why Netflix is going out of business, kind of, sort of, because there's just everything has a streaming service.
I don't necessarily. I'm not on that bandwagon about Netflix going out of business. I just think they're going to have competition
Uh,
because of some certain separations. But I don't think they're going out of business, though.
okay, let me put it like this. I don't want them to go out of business. I don't like I like Netflix for certain things, but I don't know. It's looking that way as far as business goes. In fact, they've canceled more shows. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But so yeah, I've finally convinced my wife to like cut the cord, which I'm very excited. I just need my cable company to answer their damn phone when I want to.
Or you could probably see we could get it changed online. I don't know if we can do that.
Maybe I could do that.
That would
I
probably be the easiest thing.
I just hate doing that. Like it's weird. Like certain things I'd rather like talk to a person than just do online because sometimes there could be like a computer error. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's
Hmm.
like say for instance, like okay, because I'm gonna have to give them back, possibly back my cable box. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if the computer messes that up and I don't get to give them back my cable box, then it's charged on my account. So I don't know. I'm just weird like that. I'm a little iffy about that. But you're probably right. I could probably do it online, which would probably be easier and it'd be like instant. But I don't know. I just don't know how. Yeah, I don't know. It's a iffy situation. But I've tried it for at least 2 days now, and I've been on hold for like an hour because they have to send you to cancel, quote unquote cancellation, even though I'm like not really canceling my whole service. It's just like to stop the cable, but they keep cold transferring me. So, and you taught me about the cold transfer, so I know all
Yep.
about that. I'm like, yep, I'm cold transferred. So, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then I've been playing a lot of Fortnite. I've been getting like really like better as far as shooting wise. Like so I'm
Okay.
and I yeah, I've just been doing that. And I had a scare this week. My PlayStation had this weird notification and was flashing a red light saying it was overheating and it just shut off on me. Kind of scared me a little bit. Um but I found out the reason why. My wife, my daughter moved my PlayStation all the way back to like all the way back against the. You know how like some entertainment centers have the what you call it, like a pretend like little wooded wall, or it's not like really a wall, but it's like I don't know how to say it, but it's like that wall like that you put on the back so like all the cords, don't look a mess or whatever. Well,
Hmm.
my daughter, because sometimes she dusts or whatever, she pushed my PlayStation all the way back against that wall. So, and I didn't realize it, right? I wasn't really thinking about it. Um, and yeah, none of the air was getting out of the PlayStation, so it was causing it to overheat.
Uh-oh.
Rip. So now, I mean, the PlayStation seems to be running fine. It's a little louder than normal, but it's kind of hard to tell if it's actually louder than normal because the PS4 just runs loud in general. So yeah, when you're actually playing a game, it actually runs loud. I don't know if you have that issue where your PS4 runs loud. You know what I'm saying? The
No,
fan.
mine does. I mean, I can kind of hear it, but I wouldn't say it's loud now.
You would say it's loud, like when you're playing a game, like the fan and stuff.
Mm, no, I can't say that I've noticed it being super loud at all. I
Mm.
mean, I can tell, like, I can kind of hear it in the background, but it's not something that distracts me from everything else going on. So I can't even really tell that it's happening.
Oh, yeah. Hmm. Interesting.
But again, your PS4 is weirder than mine. So,
Yeah. You came over that one time and said, "Dude, your PS4 is weird." I was like, "It is?" You're like, "Yeah, mine doesn't do that." I was like, "Oh, yeah."
yeah, I think my PS4 runs a lot better than yours. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, I think yours is a newer PS4 though too than mine. I don't know. Mine was given to me, so I don't even know like what generation it is or whatever. But I've already made a decision like if it which please God don't let it break. Uh I'm not gonna buy a new PS4. I'm just gonna wait for PS5 to come out and then go from there. You know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean?
the way to go. Yeah.
Yeah, cuz I mean it's like too soon. It's too like the PS5 is like almost too soon for it to not. You know what I mean? Like
It's right around the corner. Yeah.
yeah, like we're like almost done with 2019, so I would just be better off to wait. No reason to spend like what $400, $500 on a new PS4, unless I got a good deal on a PS4 Pro, or unless someone hooked me up with a PS4 Pro, maybe. But other than that, no, I wouldn't, because I've already like, I'll just save the money and get a PS5. So
Yeah.
yeah. I'll just play Fortnite on the Switch. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'll end up playing it on the
All right.
Xbox. I'll end up playing it on the Xbox. Yeah. So just been doing that, and just been chilling and just grinding Fortnite right now. Fortunately, I have not been
Okay.
playing Shadowverse. No reason. I just been like, I've been wanting to get better at Fortnite, so I
Right.
just been grinding Fortnite. That's pretty much,
Nothing wrong with that.
yeah. So yeah, man. Other than that, man, that's been my week.
Cool, man. Well, congratulations on the cutting the cable.
Yeah.
It took me about 5 years to convince the woman that we didn't need cable. So to me, that was a milestone. That was an achievement unlocked, if you will.
Yes.
So the fact that you've also graduated to that, I'm very proud and happy for you.
It's
Because
not
again, I've been
official
there.
yet. It's not official yet. I'm still got cable,
It's in
but it's
progress.
in progress.
Yeah.
It's a decision being made. So, you know, I'm excited. I'm excited. So, cause I'm like, and I showed it to her the other day. I was like, we like actually turned on our cable box, and I was like, did we watch this channel? Like, out of all the, like, cause we have like over 300 channels. Like, I promise you, the only channels we watch live is the Food Network channel, and then we watch A&E, but we watch live PD. That's the only time we watch A&E live. Any other time we watch A&E, it's like on demand, or everything else is on demand or pre-recorded. So, and that's just because, you know, that's just how we are. Because we like to watch it when we want to watch it. Because 9 times out of 10, we can't always watch what we want to watch when we want to watch it, because we have a child. So it's like we either have to wait for her to go to bed, or so forth and so forth. So, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And I actually went through all 300 channels, and I was like, see, we don't even watch these. She's like, I didn't even know we had this channel. And I was like, exactly my point.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Hopefully AT&T will answer their phones.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. But other than that, man, yeah, that's been my week, and just been grinding, playing some Fortnite. Yeah, just been chilling. I actually have not touched my Switch this week at all, unfortunately. Hey, what up
Okay.
there? What up there? Hops hoops. How you been, man? Um, yeah, just been, and of course the other adventure that I told you about off stream. So I've just been preparing for that. Helping the wife, make some decisions that I'm excited about.
Yeah.
It's
Faux
hops.
show.
It's hops. Okay, it's hops. And I told her, about your little business adventure possibly, and she's excited for you.
Yep.
We know it's
That's
like
good.
in the near future, but I'm excited because I know it's just gonna happen. I believe it's gonna happen. I'm speaking into existence for you, bud. So, other than that, what other knowledge you got? I definitely got some knowledge today too, for sure.
Yeah, I think we got a lot of interesting topics to bring up today, but since we did kind of briefly discuss Netflix, this actually only kind of matches it. So there is going to be, actually right now, the Netflix is working on an original series in company with Wizards of the Coast. They are actually making a Magic the Gathering series that's going to be on Netflix soon.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, I like the idea because anyone who's really into Magic the Gathering knows that there is a big story to the entire game. It's not just a card game, but there's actually novels. As a matter of fact, back in the day when I used to play, you used to be able to buy something called a Fat Pack. The Fat Pack came. It was like a box, and it came with a bunch of like I think like 5 or 6, 7 packs of cards, and then I think you got some like promo cards, and then you got a book, and it's like a mini book, and basically the book kind of goes over the story of what's happening in that set. So there is an actual story to Magic the Gathering for those who've actually read the books. And the main thing about the books is a story a lot about the Planeswalkers, which is what this series is supposed to be doing. Basically, it's going to be an original storyline focusing on the Planeswalkers. It is set to be developed with Magic the Gathering parent company Wizards of the Coast producing. I'm looking forward to it just because I'm obviously I used to play Magic the Gathering. I'm somewhat familiar with the lore, and I hope that they just do it right. That's my only concern.
The thing that okay, so like yeah, I know about the story and all that stuff, but the thing that worries me about the situation, right, is like the execution.
Well, Netflix is not bad at executing. There are a lot of good series that they have.
Yeah, it's very true, but I don't know. Like this could go either way south or very very good.
Well, I'm hoping for the best. Now, it doesn't necessarily say if it's going to be like CGI or if it's actually going to be people physically playing the characters. It doesn't.
Hope you went out.
It's still in production.
Oh yeah. Okay. I heard you now. Yeah. Okay. So when is this coming out?
We don't know yet. It's still in production.
It's still in production.
Yeah. So we don't know at the moment. We just know that it's being made right now. I don't actual act. We'll find out when the time comes. But I'm excited about it.
Definitely. You're kind of breaking up a little bit again. I don't know what's going on. Discord doesn't like me today, I guess. I don't know what's going on with the whole. We haven't had these problems in the beginning or, a while back, but it seems like this past month, Discord has just been crazy. I forget to keep doing what the person said to do last time. And they said to do an actual voice call because they're more stable. We'll probably try that next week, just to do that through Discord. Instead of the actual channel, we'll probably just do a phone call and then try it out, see how that works. Because I think it's Discord, honestly. Unfortunately. But that's cool though, man. That's awesome. That's good to hear, man. Netflix apparently needs some shows because from what I hear, like I said, that Netflix is not doing good because it's just more and more. The streaming apps are becoming more and more saturated as far as like shows wise and stuff like that.
The only major issue I'll say that Netflix is having is the fact that Disney is possibly going to be moving away. They're basically having their own service, which means that a lot of the stuff like Avengers or anything Marvel related may leave Netflix and go to their platform instead. That's really the biggest potential problem they have, but they still have a lot of good originals even without Disney, so I think they'll still be fine.
Yeah. It might be. So speaking of moving and doing all these crazy moves, Apple has made a crazy move. Have you heard about what Apple's doing?
Well, I do have an article related to Apple, so tell me what you have.
Okay, so what I have here is what they have decided to do with their new Apple gaming service, which I don't remember the name of, but I think it's something arcade or whatever. It is
Apple Arcade.
Apple Arcade. They has now decided that it's going to have controller support through Xbox or PS4 controller. So they said, look, we're not gonna make our own controller. We're just gonna let you guys have a PS4 or an Xbox One let you use your controller.
Yep, that's exactly the one I have too.
Yeah, that's game changing. in a lot of ways. Because to me, uh I know Stadia's doing like I know Stadia's got a controller. Let's put it to like this: the actual controller thing is not the issue, but the fact that they're like, yo, we're making it where you don't have to buy a controller. You can already use the controllers you already have. That's to me, that's saying, look, we're trying to make everything compatible, so it's just easy for you to just get up and start playing. Now, the thing that's going to me that's going to really draw people are the games. And we've talked about the games before, but my question is, like, when it actually drops, what are the games going to actually be? You know what I mean? Because everybody can talk, but we'll see what happens when it actually drops. But I don't know. To me, this is actually pretty huge. The fact that I can just go ahead and just hook up my PlayStation 4 controller or Xbox One controller without any third-party accessories or third-party apps, not having to do any button mapping. Like, it's just, seamlessly just supposed to go ahead and work. I don't know. Thoughts?
Well, I can tell you now there are a few games that they've already announced that will be on the Apple Arcade, which includes games like Enter the Construct, Sonic Racing, Beyond a Steel Sky, Lego Brawls, uh, Oceanhorn 2, Knights of the Lost Realm, which I'm not really familiar with most of these titles, but they have done a few name drops, but nothing that would be considered, I would say AAA titles or anything like that.
Right. Nothing major.
Um, but the thing is, maybe they're saving that. I mean, first off, E3 is around the corner. Maybe they
Right.
might have something going on around that time where they may actually go into more detail. But the fact that they are going to be allowing support for PS4 and Xbox One controller is big because that's one less thing people have to spend money on.
Right.
So and I think that's the thing that they're going to have over Stadia is the fact that with Stadia they're really pushing you to not only pay for whatever the subscription is going to be, but also buy a controller.
Right, exactly. Like that's their main thing. Oh, you can buy our controller because our controller has voice assistant. Well, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying like that's the major draw of the Google controller, but that's the main thing that I remember that's different from the other controller, from an actual other Xbox controller, is that the Google controller has voice assistant. Okay, you know what I mean? So I think that's cool. So it's like pretty much like if I already have an Apple TV, which I think that's what it's gonna be played on, right? The Apple TV, right? The Apple TV box. Um,
Uh, I don't know what you're gonna be required to use. I'm not sure.
I think it's what it is. And then I just subscribe to the service and just get my controller and I'm playing.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. That's interesting. And yet we still don't know, chat, as far as I know. We don't know how much Apple Arcade's going to be, correct? Just like with Stadia?
Yeah, no, it says that they haven't released it yet. There is an article about Stadia in general that I also found too that mentions that they're supposed to be releasing more information. I'll get into that a little later on, but no, nothing's been released as yet as far as pricing.
Okay, that's what I thought. I thought we don't know anything yet. So
Not as far as pricing, no.
okay, okay. So I mean, hold on. I'm gonna check the stream real quick. Make sure the quality's okay while we talk. But yeah. So I was like actually I was like, and not saying that other places don't have this already. Don't get me wrong, but you always have to do like third party stuff to do this. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, like they don't, they really, a lot of times, PlayStation and all that, they don't really condone that kind of stuff. But now they're like, yo, this actually we condone this. Okay, we're good, we're good. So I was like, I was actually really surprised. I was like, wow, you know, Now, if they make it where PC games could be ran on it, like at PC quality, that's gonna be interesting. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
that's gonna be the game changer. I mean, that's ultimately what Stadia is trying to do. So I don't see why Apple wouldn't try. You know what I mean? If not, I don't see you playing Apple Arcade mobile games on the Apple thing. Not saying that it's not possible, but I don't think that's gonna be their main shtick. You know what I mean?
No.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm still I'm not an Apple fan, but that was when I saw that I was like, okay, Apple, I see you. So, and the funny thing
Competition is going to be fierce.
Yeah, because the funny thing is, it's like you almost feel like when it comes to the whole streaming thing, that Apple might be the sleeper in this situation because PlayStation and Xbox, are coming together to take on Google. That's what they say, you know what I mean, for the whole Stadia thing. But it's like they kind of just forgot about, Apple Arcade. And so Apple Arcade's like, yo, we're going to just use your controllers. Okay, now you can't put all your focus into Google. Now you gotta. I don't even know, man. It's gonna be like the battle of the streaming services. It's not. I don't think it's gonna be the battle of the consoles this year. I think it's gonna be the battle of the streaming services. Which streaming services are going to be, the most bang for your buck, and what's gonna be like the most quality or the most stable. It's gonna be interesting.
Sounds like a story, and I'll kind of explain what I mean.
Okay, go ahead.
So, in the 80s, Nintendo and Sega are doing, and so console wars begin with them too.
Oh, you're breaking up. Oh my Jesus, no! What's going on? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, you're breaking up. Uh-oh. Hello? Yo, hold on 1 second, guys. I don't know. We have officially lost OG. We've lost OG.
You have lost me for a second.
We have lost you for a second. All right, there we go. We got you now.
Okay, so I don't know if you heard any of that at all.
No, I didn't hear a darn thing.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this, but basically, this feels like a long, drawn out story. You have, back in the 80s and 90s, Nintendo and Sega going at it, and then, of course, eventually PlayStation and Microsoft joining in. They do battle back and forth, trying to win the video game war, which is called the console wars. And now you have a new season where the console giants are joining forces against a new evil, which is like Stadia and Apple Arcade. So instead of the consoles doing battle with each other, they're now joining forces. So it's just an interesting little story that's kind of developing.
Yeah, it really is though. I'm like, wow. I mean, don't get me wrong. The PlayStation 5 and the Xbox 2 are, they're going to be going at it too. But the war that I'm interested in is the streaming. I'm intrigued. That's what I'm going to be watching E3 about. I'm like, okay, so what's happening with this whole streaming service thing? You know what I mean? The whole, and that's what I'll be interested to see what Xbox has got to say with this whole thing. I'm just curious to see how this is all going to go down because, I mean, ultimately, this could change gaming forever. You know what I mean? I mean, personally, we may never own a game ever again. I mean, think about that.
Hmm.
You may never own a game ever again.
Well, a physical
Game,
so to
yeah,
speak.
yeah. Because technically, when you stream these games or whatever, like you don't own the game. You're just paying to access them. You know what I mean? It's just like Netflix. Like you don't own, like when you go to watch a movie on Netflix, you don't own that movie. You can't, like, yeah, you can watch it whatever you want, but guess what? They can say, you know what, we're gonna remove the movie. Now you don't have it no more. So
Yep.
it's
Which
just,
does happen often.
yes, it really does. You know, and that's in that, and that's I guess that's the one downfall of streaming. Shows and television and stuff like that is like that show that you absolutely love that you can go back and watch any other time is not always going to be there, and it's the same thing with games. So it's something to think about. Yo, Crew Dog with the raid, a 15 viewer raid. Let's go, let's get it. Crew Dog, thank you so much for landing your plane in my runway, man. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I hope the new headset has done you well, sir. I don't know if you were on PlayStation or not, but I'm excited to hear how well the stream did you. Welcome everybody. Thank you all for spamming the Who's Your Daddy emotes. I know who my daddy is. Do you all know who your daddy is? What up, Pooch? What up, Online Odies? What up, Mosquito? What's up, Crew Dog? It was an Xbox day. Who's your daddy? I don't know why the emote thing's not working on here like it normally does. Huh. I don't know. But yeah, so for those who are just coming in the chat, we were basically talking about the new thing that's been announced. Basically, the Xbox, or not the Xbox Arcade, but the Apple Arcade is going to be having controller support, but basically they're not making their own controller. They said, yo, guess what? Yo, Mosquito with the host. They said, look, we already know a majority of our audience has an Xbox or a PS4, so we're going to offer them to be able to use their controllers. To me, that's something huge because it's something that you don't have to use a third-party device for. Like I said, it'll be interesting to see if they end up putting like PC-type games. Like, I'm just throwing this out there, right? Just to throw the potential. Imagine if like PUBG was on there. You know what I'm saying? But you're playing PUBG at a PC type level. Same thing with Fortnite. You're playing Fortnite, but you're playing Fortnite at a PC type level, but you're able to use your Xbox or PS4 controller. That could be possibly game changing because you're not having to use third party devices. Even with Steam, you can use your Xbox controller, but you have to map it. You have to use some kind of, you can't just plug in and play. From what I'm understanding is that you're both possibly able to. You don't have a daddy. Well, you have to have some kind of daddy. Somehow you were procreated. The fact that supposedly you're gonna be able to plug in and play, that's gonna be something interesting to see, and I'm excited. That's pretty cool that we both have the same. We both had the same. I was made,
article.
Yeah, you was made in a lab. Well, anymore. Yeah, my I don't have my daddy anymore either. I don't have my daddy or my mommy, but it's okay, cause I made it okay. I made it all right. It's gonna be all right, man. It's gonna be all right. Dark. It's gonna be good. But yeah, so that was pretty cool that we both had the same article.
Oh yeah,
definitely. I'm excited. So what other knowledge do you have for us, sir?
Let's since we just talked about Apple Arcade, let's go ahead and go to Stadia then, since it's kind of similar anyway.
You got Stadia news?
Yeah. Well, it says that Google is going to reveal Stadia pricing, games, and more on June 6th, which is tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Yes. Google will host a video presentation regarding its new streaming platform this week. Similar to Nintendo Direct, Stadia Connect will be streamed online via their YouTube channel. And their promise to reveal launch details, pricing, games that can be expected on the platform. So this is actually happening tomorrow. I didn't realize it was this soon, but yeah, tomorrow is when they're supposed to be putting it on their YouTube channel, as far as all the details of what it's going to be.
Uh, Yo, so someone said a question mark. Does Stadia come out earlier than PlayStation 5? Yo, it could. I mean, I
Well,
wouldn't do it.
yeah.
I
My
wouldn't.
understanding is that Stadia is coming out this year. I don't think PS5 is coming until 2020.
Right. Okay, so
So yeah.
if I was Stadia, I wouldn't. Okay, but they've already made the announcement that they're coming this year. The only reason why is because there's been a lot of testing going on. Other people have been testing it in their homes, and apparently it hasn't been doing that well. Apparently, Xbox's what you call it, streaming service has already been tested, and it does well. So I would, you know what I'm saying? I would rather, if I was in Stadia's position, I would rather wait and let Xbox make the move and then make sure I have all my ducks in a row before launching. Because right now, Stadia has something to prove, right? Like, right? Because Stadia is something new. And let's be honest, first impressions is everything. So if Stadia fails out the gate, like, people are gonna be discouraged and they're not gonna mess with Stadia, right? And people are already discouraged about Stadia because of what's been reported. So I don't know, man. I don't know. What are your thoughts on the comment? Like, do you think?
Do I think that they should wait?
Yeah.
Personally, I don't know. I mean, they've already kind of put all these presentations together and announced so many things. I don't think you should delay it unless you have to. I mean, especially if you've already said it, because you don't want to be in a situation where you make all these promises and all of a sudden you're like, you know what, never mind, we're going to wait a while because that's going to upset people. That's going to be another bad first impression. I say go ahead and launch it whenever you plan on launching it, and just make sure that when you do launch it, everything is the way that you want it to be. So I have no problem with them releasing sometime this year and doing their thing as long as they do it right. Um, I don't know how good it's going to be, but I mean, nobody really knows anything at the moment. So
Right.
it's just a kind of a waiting game that we're playing right now. But they don't really need to wait on Microsoft. They just do it whenever their scheduled time is. Now, if it happens to land after Microsoft does their thing, then I mean, that's one thing. But if they already have a plan and it happens to happen beforehand, I don't think it's going to hurt them at all.
Yeah, I don't know. Depends. I'm gonna have to let you take over for a second. I have a cat emergency. My cat just threw up in the hallway, and I gotta clean it up. So,
lovely.
yeah, I gotta clean that up real quick. I'm gonna let you take over. I think you're looking at chat. But my opinion on that, I don't know, man. I don't know. I would let Xbox make the first move, but I didn't realize it was tomorrow. Though that's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, literally June 6th. Yeah. So, and I'll kind of read a little more on the article here while you're cleaning, just
Okay.
to,
All right.
you
Thank
know,
you.
get that set up.
Appreciate it.
But yeah, just to kind of put it in perspective for those who just joined in, Google will host a video presentation regarding the new streaming platform Stadia, which is tomorrow. They're going to be streaming it online via their YouTube channel. So I'm trying to see what their YouTube channel is called. I don't know if it's just Stadia or Stadia Connect. I'll have to look that up for you. But basically, they're going to be revealing the pricing, the games, and then what else are they doing? They're showing off the first time during Google's keynote at GDC back in March. Blah 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 blah. Just kind of moving on. Let's see. Yeah, it's called Stadia Connect. That's what you're going to be looking up. It's supposed to take place June 6th at 5 p.m. BST, which is 9 a.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so it's going to be noon if you're in the Eastern time zone, 11 if you're Central, which is where we are. All right, so it's going to be basically tomorrow in the early, late morning to mid-afternoon, and those are not going to have their presentation. And it looks like Google has hired a number of key industry veterans to help its Stadia initiative. Those include former Sony computer Phil Harrison and VP of Stadia, and ex Ubisoft Jade Raymond. So okay, so they're gonna have some, I guess, important big name people doing this. So I do see a comment here of what happened to. Okay, what happened to Stratoship at all? Let's see. Oh, okay. That's just a conversation back and forth. Okay. I thought y'all were asking a question related to this. My bad. But yeah, basically the presentation is going to be tomorrow, late morning, mid afternoon. So hopefully we'll have more details next week on the podcast. Now, keep in mind, next week is also going to be the what you call it, E3, if I'm not mistaken. So we're probably going to be doing a lot of talking about what's already been revealed at E3 plus the Stadia updates. I'm not 100% sure if Apple is going to be doing a presentation. Let me double check to see, because I have an article related to Apple, but I don't think they mentioned anything about an actual show. But let me double check real quick. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about doing any kind of a live show or stream or anything. Yeah, so I don't know if Apple's going to be doing or saying anything. They're probably just going to stay silent while everybody else kind of does their own thing. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to bring. And I'm also looking forward to what's going to happen at E3 in general. So, as you all probably know, with E3, uh, Stadia's going to have nothing to do with it because they're doing their thing tomorrow. Apple's probably not going to do anything either. This is going to be probably more just for your regular developers, like Nintendo, things like that nature. As a matter of fact, I think Nintendo is having a Nintendo Direct. I could double check to see when that's going to be. Let me double check here real fast. I think I did see something about Nintendo having their Direct thing. I'm just not exactly sure what the date is on that. I'm going to double check real quick for y'all. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So, as far as Nintendo and E3, let's see what they say. So, E3, okay, kick it off weekend, blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Okay, so it's going to be Nintendo will be spilling the beans on its upcoming lineup next Tuesday, June the 11th. So, Tuesday the 11th is when Nintendo's going to have their presentation. Let's see what else it says. It's supposed to be about 45 minutes long, apparently. Let's see. We'll focus on multiple games this year. There's going to be plenty to keep viewers glued to their screens. Let's see. And it's supposed to be Tuesday the 11th at about sometime in the early afternoon. Okay. So yeah, Nintendo is going to be doing their presentation on Tuesday, the 11th, which means that by the time the podcast starts, we should have all the information regarding what's happened. So we're going to be talking a lot about that. Let me actually see what the E3 schedule is supposed to be. Who are we supposed to be hearing from and when? Obviously, I'm looking forward to Nintendo's presentation because we're obviously Nintendo fans. But actually, one other thing related to well, it's not really Nintendo specifically, but I did see something related to Pokemon Go while I'm looking up the E3 stuff. If you happen to have an Apple Watch, Pokemon Go will no longer be compatible with it as of the beginning of July. So for those of you who play Pokemon Go on an Apple Watch, which is not something I've ever heard of, but apparently people do that, as of July, that's not happening. And I'm still looking up the E3 details here. I actually haven't looked at the entire schedule. Let me see here. E3 schedule. Okay, so the EA Play live stream will be Saturday, June the 8th. Microsoft will be Sunday. Bethesda will be Sunday. Developer Digital will be Sunday. PC Gaming will be Monday. Ubisoft will also be Monday. Let's see. Square Enix will also be on Monday. And then, of course, like I mentioned earlier, Nintendo will also be on, actually, Nintendo will be on Tuesday. And let me see if there's any specific games they're planning on talking about. Let me see here. So they're supposed to talk about updates for Anthem, Apex Legends, the Avengers Project, Black Desert Online, Borderlands 3, which is a big deal. Let's see, Catherine, Cyberpunk 2077, which actually had a lot of hype when it first dropped, but I don't hear nothing about it these days. Darksiders, Division 2 update, Doom Eternal. Let's see, Dying Light 2, Elder Scrolls Blades, which I don't know why it would be talking about that on E3 because I don't think that the fans of Elder Scrolls was happy about that. They're supposed to discuss Final Fantasy VII remake, so that's going to be a big deal. Along with Final Fantasy 14, Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is something that I'm definitely hype on. They're supposed to also go into FIFA 20. So for those of you that are soccer fans, they're going to be probably doing some kind of a show with that. Probably just telling you what consoles are coming out for. Probably just like a little bit of a small slideshow. Looks like For Honor, Gears 5, which is pretty cool. I'm a Gears of War fan. Let's see what else they have here. Halo Infinite updates, NFL 20, Monster Hunter World, which I'm guessing is going to be an update. So they actually have a lot of games. I'm not going to name all these games because there's actually a lot of them, but apparently there's a lot of games they're going to be doing updates on. Some exclusives that are not on here. So it's going to be one heck of a show. But yeah, basically it's going to be starting this Saturday for Bethesda and should be ending on Tuesday-ish, ending with Nintendo Direct. So it's going to be a fun 3 days. Absolutely. Okay, so the Cyberpunk release date did change. Okay, so that's probably something there. I didn't see anything related to Call of Duty. Let me double check because I didn't name all the games because there was a lot of them. But let me double check. I didn't see COD though. Let me see. Yeah, there's actually nothing on here that mentions Call of Duty at all. Yeah, no COD update. Yeah, no, that doesn't necessarily mean they're not going to be bringing it up, but on the list that I'm seeing here, it doesn't say Modern Warfare or anything on here. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm still double checking just to make sure I'm not missing something, but I don't see it. Super Mario Maker 2 is going to have a big thing because that's going to be like the new Mario Maker that's already out now, if I'm not mistaken. Um, let's see, Smash Bros. Ultimate, which I don't know if they're doing an update or what that's going to be about. But yeah, no COD. I'm sorry. Activision, I don't see anything related to Activision. I do not think they're going to be there. If they are, they're not on the schedule. The only ones that I know for sure is Bethesda, Ubisoft, Square Enix, Nintendo Direct, and then PC Gaming. Those are the only ones that I see that are actually on the schedule. But something else could pop up. But
So
I don't see. I don't see
E3.
E3. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know about Activision honestly.
no, they're not on the list here at all. Mm-mm.
which is really weird. But then again, PlayStation's not gonna be there either. So
No, there's nothing related to PlayStation. No.
yeah, yep. So
Matter of fact, of the big three consoles, it's just Nintendo, but they're doing their Nintendo Direct.
right, yeah, it's gonna be Nintendo, and then Xbox, and then
Well, no, Microsoft's not even on here.
oh really? Microsoft's supposed to be there.
Maybe they just didn't put their schedule, but yeah, when I'm looking at the schedule, Microsoft is not on here at all.
Yeah, no, Microsoft's supposed to be there.
Yeah, they're just not saying when, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of tournaments are being taken place in E3 this year. You have the
Yeah,
Pro Am, you have the Smash tournament, and then you have some other tournaments. I don't want to say this. I don't want to say this, but I gotta say this until I experience it for myself. I gotta say this, but it seems like E3 is just becoming another big PAX.
yeah, you think so?
Maybe.
Well, being that it's no longer an exclusive club, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, that's not saying like big things don't go on, or like, that's not to take anything away. Yeah, my mic's a little low. Yeah, this is because I was away from the mic. But that's not to take anything away from E3. It's just it's different. You know what I mean? It's not what it once was. And I've said that, and I say it like I've been to E3, and let me get this straight. If I had the opportunity to go to E3, or if I got invited to E3, best believe I would go. But it's not what it once was. What up, Cicero? What's good, man? So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna be watching because I want to see what you call it's got to say as far as Xbox goes. Because apparently Xbox has got some big news other than just their talk about Xbox 2. I'm not going to watch Xbox to hear about the Xbox 2. Honestly, I could care less about the Xbox 2 and the PS5. And the reason why is this, because there's one thing that I've learned, right, about this whole console thing and new consoles coming, is that at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you've put on the table, it's about execution, right? I care about more what it's going to be when the actual times come for the PS5 than the Xbox 2, than actual hearing about it. Because here's the problem, is I get all hyped up about the Xbox 2 or the PS5, and then the execution makes a big letdown.
Yeah, I agree. And then also, I also agree with the comment here that says that these companies could do their own release info on YouTube or Twitch at this point. It's almost a waste of money to rent booths. I 100% agree with that.
Yeah.
Because, it would cost a lot less to just do your own recording at your own pace, talk about your stuff, and be done. You're spending a lot less money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's E3 is more of a crowd draw now. It's more about the, it's kind of like up there with TwitchCon. That's another thing I would love to go to, TwitchCon, but I'm not a big enough streamer yet. One day, guys, one day. Want to see Beyond Good and you see. I don't get hype about games either anymore. I think I was up there with Crew Dog when Crew Dog said, hype. It's not that we're too old for hype. It's just that we get in the console genre, we get let down so many times with games now. And it's not that the games are bad. It's poor execution. I want to be hyped. I want to be hyped for the new Call of Duty, but at the same time, like I'm like insecure about it, like, because it's like, okay, Call of Duty, you've promised us a lot of things before, and I'm using Call of Duty as an example. but you have not properly executed. Yes, cross-play, but okay, that's awesome. That's cool. But is it going to be executed properly? You know what I mean?
Well, I like seeing previews as far as when new games are coming out. I'm hype about that.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you're not like, oh my god, I can't wait, for this game to come. Unless it's for like Nintendo, I guess. But like, there's not like, you're not like throwing all your money at the screen or just like anticipation for the game to come out. Like, I don't know. It's just not how it once was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's the
now,
what new games are coming out.
Yeah. I think I get more hype about a game after it's been released and I see it doing well. I like Pooch's opinion. The best console is the one your friends play. Yeah, I mean that's very true. But that's very true. I personally I play the Xbox more because of the PlayStation more because of things that I've been able to acquire. The Scuf Vantage controller, which was really cool, thanks to Able Gamers. And there's certain games that perform better for me on PlayStation. Like undeniably, like unfortunately, like at least from my personal perspective, maybe not for others, but from my personal perspective, the games I play, not the games not every game, but the games I play, like Fortnite, Call of Duty, they have better hit detection on the PlayStation. Again, that's from my perspective. That's not saying that it's gonna be that way for you. It's that way for me, and that's from somebody that's played on both systems and have grinded both games pretty well. Now there's certain games that it doesn't matter. Like Overwatch doesn't matter. I could do well on Overwatch on any console except for PC because I don't have a PC. Or I mean I have a PC but I don't have a PC that can run Overwatch. So I think honestly it comes down to personal preference and how it feels for the person. I honestly don't really feel like there's an ultimate best console. Yes, and paper wise, there's these specs that do da 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 da. But here's the problem. For instance, okay, you have a Xbox One X, and yes, it's stronger than the PS4 on paper, but the real question lies, do you have everything that you need to utilize that power, and are you utilizing that power on a daily? And you're like, Handy, what do you mean? Well, okay, yeah, you might have a 4K TV, but guess what? You're a streamer, so you're a streamer, and I'm speaking from my perspective, right? Like, yes, I'm a streamer, but guess what? I don't have a computer that can support 4K, as far as like streaming wise, let alone Twitch doesn't support 4K. So, am I really utilizing the power that is out? Am I really putting that to its full potential? And when you really think about it like that, it's like, am I really, what am I really doing every day? I'm streaming, but I'm streaming at 720p. That's the highest I can go. That's as much as my computer can handle, supposedly. I don't know why. I'm actually going to look over that this weekend. I'm actually going to try 900p again because I've been doing more research, and I've been doing more research about 1080p. I should be able to run 1080p no problem. So like, yeah, for the gamer that like is just sitting there playing the game, yeah, that's probably cool. But for yo, Della
time
Buddha,
to bring the pain.
Thank you for yo, what's up, man? Let's go.
Headshot.
Ow.
What?
Ow.
Rest in pieces.
Thank you for the sub, love. towards you, I am something. Thank you for that sub.
Yo, thank you for that
Thank you for that sub. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub, love.
I can honestly tell you why.
Handicum.
That sounds so bad. FYI, that sounds so bad. I'm gonna let y'all let resonate what the bot just said. Mosquito, I can possibly answer that question for you. And I don't know. Again, I don't work with Twitch. I'm no Twitch ambassador or anything like that or whatever. That would be kind of cool though, Twitch, if you holla at your boy. I honestly think the reason why is because not everybody can watch 4K content. Not everybody has a stable connection. Not everybody can afford the internet that we have. Not everybody has the internet that I have. Not everybody has the internet that OG has. And
even if it sucks sometimes.
Yeah. Okay. So here's my point. And Cicero, I know you're saying a lot. I'm gonna let OG read your comments. But let me make this comment though real quick. There's too much variation in internet speeds. Like, what's your internet speed? What internet speed plan do you get, OG? And this is just to show my example. What's your speeds?
Oh, I don't even remember off the top of my head.
Okay.
All I can tell you is I am on the higher end tier as far as internet speeds are concerned. So I could probably do just about anything, but I don't really use that kind of equipment.
Oh God, with the raid, let's go. Yeah, like so. Here. Okay, I remember what you told me. Okay, I always remember what you told me. It's weird, but
I forget.
Yeah, he gets 300 up. Okay, he's got 300 up. He's got the 300 plan. On me, I have the 1,000 up and 1,000 down. You see the variance in there right there. So like each household is different. Some households only have 30-30. Some households and some people they pay like Cloudy and them, and I'm just using them as an example. I'm not trying to put them on blast. They pay for good internet, but they don't get the good internet that they pay for. There's people that he's in the chat. He's watching it on his PS3, which is pretty awesome. He has a PS3 and a PS4. So like, the various of connections, the internet, like to me this is and I'm speaking from a Twitch standpoint. If I go 4K, I'm losing money. You never said the 4K. No. I know not only, but I know you didn't say only, but what I'm saying is that I don't think there's enough people. I don't think there's enough majority. Like, I think this is what I'm saying. Remember when HD was a thing? Like when HD first started and like the HD TVs first came out and then slowly television switched to HD. I think once like, and it's gonna be a long time, but once like regular television switches to 4K, I feel like that's when Twitch will make that move. Because 4K will be more common. That's what I'm saying. I don't see 4K being common. Right now, 1080p is common. Right now, 720p is common. You're going to find that in almost every household, right? But you're not going to find 4K in every household at the moment. At least, so I don't know. That brings my next subject that's coming up on Twitch. This was actually a side quest because I haven't really done a lot of research on it myself. I was listening to another podcast. Apparently, Twitch is going to make a way to where you can do sub only shows. So basically, like, okay, say for instance, this is a regular show, but we could do a podcast after dark. Hypothetically, I'm just saying we're not going to do that, but hypothetically, we could do a podcast after dark, and it's going to be for you can make it for subs only. That's interesting. Where only subs only can view it. It hasn't happened yet, but it's in the works. And yeah, I don't know what are your thoughts about that? I think it could go very south very quickly.
I'm a little hesitant on that. I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Yeah, I don't either. Like, that's, because I already know what's gonna happen. You already have, certain. I'm just gonna say certain type of streamers on Twitch, and they're very edgy, and so I could just see, yo, come to my sub only chat or stream, and I'm gonna be doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it seems sketchy to me, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. What did Cicero say in chat? He wrote like
quite a lot. So I'll start with the first thing that he mentioned about 4K. Basically, 4K stream processing takes a lot of CPU, which is true. Power to all data centers, which basically is a lot of bandwidth. So they probably don't have that tech right now. He also mentions that there is a new 4K video compression codec coming out called AV1, which I've heard of this before. Allows 4K streaming in the same bandwidth as 1080p, things of that nature. And then he finally mentions that to basically compress 4K video on a desktop PC for a live stream takes an enormous amount of horsepower, more the decoding to watch it. So a lot of people would have problems with that unless you had a high-powered PC, which could do it, and then much more bandwidth. So basically, if you were to build your own PC to make it happen, you could. I would say right now it's probably not worth it at the moment to do all that. But I mean, I think in the future, I think that's something that'll be a thing that more people can do.
I mean, here's something to put in perspective too. Not even.
No, you don't have to shut up, Cicero. You're good.
No, you don't have to shut up, dude. I just, when it comes to big stuff like that, like, I just have somebody else read it, because sometimes, like, I misread or I quick read, and then I don't get the whole thought, and then I make the wrong comment or the wrong, and then yeah. So, but like, here's another thing too. Not even all the Fortnite, not even all the content creators are even in 4K. There's like a lot of like major like Fortnite creators, a lot of like major just YouTubers in general that are not even in 4K. And this one YouTuber like broke it down. It takes a lot, like it takes a lot to do 4K content. Like, yeah, on our phones it's easy, but on gaming it's just a whole other thing. And I get it. I get what you're saying. It should be an option, but I don't even think we're even there yet, to be honest. I don't think we're there yet.
I say give it till maybe mid 2020. 4K might be a normal thing and the only reason I say 2020 is because Stadia has already announced the potential of 8K, which is something that, no one's really doing right now. So I'm thinking that the higher end 8K thing will probably be 2020, and then 4K will be more mainstream, probably about summer, basically a year from now.
Yeah,
is my prediction.
And then the new, this is just going on, what we're talking about. The new Mac Pro, I believe it was, that got announced. That's going to be announced. It's going to have uh, it's going to have um a 6K monitor, which is interesting. Yeah, I know, Mosquito, and like that's why I said don't take offense to anything that I say. Just sometimes I don't read stuff all the way because I'm reading quickly, and sometimes my brain, like it's part of CP, bro. Like it's CP brain, dude. Like I've been doing that for years. Like when I read stuff, my brain will automatically skip like stuff. I do that when I'm actually typing. Like I will type and then like I will have the whole sentence in mind, and I will say the whole sentence in mind. And when I go to like type it out though, like I'll skip a word. Just SOG. It happens all the time.
Yep. Basically, when he messages me, I have to hire a professional decryptor so that I can understand what he's trying to tell me.
Yeah, I speak in hieroglyphics, and some people can handle it, some people can't sometimes. And hello, DB, and he said this. I'm just talking. He said, revolution technology is growing faster than bandwidth availability to the consumer. Let's just clog up the drain some more. Yeah, and and I remember when we had this discussion before about 4K. DB was bringing that up, and yeah, like it's just I don't know. Like, yeah, I like 4K now because I have a TV, but I'm not like, to me, it's like it's not that big of a deal. You know what I mean? It's cool, but it's not. It's not like, oh my Jesus, I gotta go get a PS4 Pro now, or oh my Jesus, I gotta go get an Xbox One X now. Like, I'm happy where I'm at, as far as that. But if you know someone that is 4K
elitists, do us all a favor and hit them with the hammer.
yeah, it's not saying that 4K ain't great. It's just it's not time. It's premature, kind of like VR right now. VR is very premature in my opinion. But again, that's my opinion. To me, and we've said this before, that VR is more of a fad than something that is taken seriously. I think mobile gaming is taken more seriously than VR at this point.
It is. I mentioned, I think it was the last week or the week before, that mobile gaming has now become mainstream. It's actually a normal thing, whereas VR, a lot of people are kind of like hesitant about. They think that the idea is kind of cool, but they have no interest in actually trying it or dropping money to get into it, which I don't blame them. I have no intention of throwing any money at the screen for VR. I'm not gonna lie. Even for Nintendo, because even Nintendo, they're supporting VR, but I'm just not interested in it. Like, I think it's more for a different generation.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna be honest. It took me. Let's see. How long have I had this TV? I want to say a month now. It took me 3 weeks to notice the difference. Like literally, it took me 3 weeks, and I had to literally. This is what I did, so I could notice the difference. I had to watch something in like 1080p, and then I had to watch something in 4K on my TV, which was even rough because my TV already upscales a 1080 image, so that already made it rough. But after 3 weeks, and I did it for me, right? Like I did it for science because I wanted to know, and it's just, to me, it's a little bit more crisper and cleaner. You could definitely tell. I could definitely tell when something's in 720p on my TV, and in fact, it drives me nuts. Like I don't even like my stream being in 720 because it looks muddy to me now. But I'm working on that. I'm more interested in the side by side development of Smell-O-Vision and Half-Life 3. Yo, Half-Life 3. Yo, I was going to say Half-Life 3. I used to say Half-Life 3 was going to be made before Final Fantasy 7 remake, but looks like Final Fantasy 7 is going to make it.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be displaying it at E3. I was actually mentioning that earlier.
Yeah.
So they are going to show it.
I have a confession, and I think I've said this confession before, but I've never played Half-Life in my life. I don't even know really what Half-Life is. And I know that's hard to say, and I know that's something to stomach. I've seen a little bit of Half-Life, okay? And I remember when I saw it. I was in a church office. I was in the youth it was the youth praise team's office, right? And I was talking with the youth director. It was the music guy or whatever, and me and him were like really cool. And he was just like, let me come in his office and chill. And he'd play guitar, and I would talk. Well, his friend, who was also in the band, was playing Half-Life, and I just got to watch him play it for like maybe 10 minutes. So other than that, that's the only thing of Half-Life I've ever seen. Half-Life was
I've actually never played it either.
Half-Life was ahead of its time. It wouldn't hold water in today's gaming world. Hello, Abomination. People who appreciate good story would still love it. Half-Life would be good today. Just needs better sound and graphics. So
HD remake.
Oh, here we go. Speaking of which, Pokemon, what's up? A Pokemon got one of the Pokemon 64 games is getting an HD remake. Woohoo! Because that's what we need. So I'm gonna ask a stupid question. Is the Half-Life don't have no multiplayer in it, right? Correct? It's just one player. I think an update is available on Steam. You know, if I ever I will do this for you guys one day. If I ever get a gaming PC, I will do this for you guys. I will do my first playthrough through Half-Life. Maybe one day. That'd be dope to see, just because I've never played it before. And I guess I need to experience it, just because I've heard good things, and it's like I can never comment or say I can never understand the jokes because I don't know Half-Life. Was originally Half-Life. One mod. So
It's okay. So he says Counter-Strike was originally a Half-Life 1 mod. So Counter-Strike was the multiplayer patch, but it never had native multiplayer.
The base game itself is not really, but Portal and Team Fortress 2 or 2. Huh. Wow. Interesting. So a lot of things spinned off from this game. If you know,
kind of like the gateway game, yeah.
Yeah, it was the gateway. It was the gateway game. Man, man, interesting. I will have to one day, guys. I've already I know what I'm gonna do to get me into gaming. As far as like multiplayer wise, and on the PC, I've done a lot of research. So for me to play Fortnite on PC, well, of course I would need a PC, but I know what mouse I'm gonna do. I was talking with a friend, and I'm actually gonna look into a MOBA mouse. For one, so I can have more building options on my mouse, and two, for me, handy kill cam, I'm gonna have it where I can walk and strafe all in one hand. It might sound weird to you guys. It might sound like it can't work, but I feel like that's how I'm gonna do PC gaming. And I'm determined. One day it will happen. One day, not anytime soon, but
Well, one day.
but one day. Yep. Hold on one second. I need to get my daughter real quick. Hold on.
I'm having a lot of technical difficulties myself here,
Oh
but
no, it's
I'm
cool.
getting back on track here.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was having to do daddy issues because I think my cat's throwing up again, and I'm making sure. Huh? He did? Okay, well you gotta clean it up, and then dump out his food and give him more food. Sorry,
Which,
guys.
by the way, guys, like I love seeing the chat going off here. Like y'all really like getting in some good conversation. It's always good to see.
Yeah,
So we
definitely,
appreciate y'all.
Dev-
Chat. It's a good.
definitely. You know, good knowledge here. It's actually better to have people in your chat than to have like 200 viewers in your chat and not speak at all.
True.
What is the new? Oh my Jesus, chat! If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen today. Um, I'm gonna let her figure. I'm gonna let her clean. I'm gonna let her try to clean it, and then if she can't, then I'm gonna go help. Why?
That's funny.
Because she needs to learn. Because she wasn't paying attention.
Parenting 101.
Yeah. So yeah, parenting 101. And yes, she's home today. Because yeah, she's just home today. I'll explain later. But anyway, back to the subject at hand. Yeah, so Half-Life, and I've never played it. And I'm gonna have to check it out sometime. Definitely. I guess there. What did DB ask about COD? Yeah, he said something about Call of Duty.
Oh, basically, he said that he was just mentioning that he said, "Well, to be this new COD engine is a modification of the Unreal Engine." He was just commenting on something else earlier.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't anything about COD
Oh.
specifically. Yeah,
I thought he was bringing knowledge. My bad.
I mean, it was knowledge, but you know.
No, I thought it was like a knowledge or a question to me.
Oh, okay. No, you're good.
I guess I got to talk about something that's like it's gonna be very opinionated. I don't have an opinion. I kind of do, but I kind of don't. It's just something we got to bring up because you know this whole situation. I don't know if y'all know situation happened on Fortnite this past with the qualifiers and everything. A cheater that got two cheaters that got banned for 2 weeks. Got to go because for those that don't know, this is how Fortnite works. Okay, you get to play in the open division and get the 300 points, and then once you get the 300 points, then you're able to play in the tournaments that they have for each weekend to try to qualify in the Fortnite World Cup. The Fortnite World Cup, you get to go to you get flight out to New York or whatever, and you get to compete for money. Also, before then, if you while you're getting like I think it's like first to third place before you if you qualify for the World Cup, you also gain gain some money. So here's what happened. Okay, these two individuals. I don't want to really say their name because I don't want to give them more clout. This is not why I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to talk about these two individuals. I'm talking about this because of gaming as a whole. So qualifying guarantees 50K. Yeah, exactly. So here is the thing. Okay, these two individuals were caught feeding, or being fed kills, pretty much. Yo, Chris, thank you so much for this host, man. These two individuals were caught being fed kills, or getting fed kills. Basically, they knew people that were in the lobby, and basically the people were dying for them on purpose to give them kills, to give them more points to qualify. Okay, well, they got caught or whatever the case may be. Simple, So instead of banning them for the whole thing, to where they couldn't try to qualify for the tournament, because I believe the tournaments, the qualifiers last 8 weeks, 8 or 9 weeks. So you have multiple weeks to attempt to qualify for the World Cup. Well, Epic decided to ban them for 2 weeks, and that was it. So once they got banned for 2 weeks, they got to retry, and 10 weeks. 10 weeks. Yeah, okay. 10 weeks. Okay. So after the 2-week ban, they got to again try, and then they retried and they qualified, and they got the $50,000. Now, apparently they didn't cheat to get this, but it has a lot of people in just the Fortnite community sour. To me, in general, it sets a bad example in gaming in general. Because I feel, my opinion is, if you get banned for something, you should get banned for at least the whole thing, like the whole year, or the whole whatever, the whole 10 weeks. Like, you shouldn't be able to retry. I'm not saying that they shouldn't get a second chance. Yeah, they should get a second chance, but they should have to sit out. I don't know, and it's crazy because it's a different perspective than most. It's on Epic. They didn't.
I'm from another planet. I'm from another planet. I'm from another.
Yeah, do that crap in CS:GO, and they didn't. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That you can't do that anywhere else. You freaking Overwatch, you get banned just for being a toxic player, and you totally get kicked from the league. So I was really surprised how Epic handled this, considering, but it still shows. But in retrospect, it still shows that Epic is still new. As far as with all this Fortnite stuff. I don't know. Your thoughts, OG?
It seems unorganized from a tournament organizing perspective. I guess is the best way that I could do that.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure, the ins and outs of how they're supposed to do this, and how they're supposed to, I guess, monitor and be able to tell what's considered cheating and what's not. But from the way that it sounds, it looks like somebody dropped the ball pretty bad.
Yeah.
And they just need to, have a meeting and have a more structure towards how they're going to organize these events and not have these issues in the future.
Yeah, this can't happen again. This totally can't happen again.
Oh, by the way, if you have a question, go ahead and ask it.
Yeah.
I did see that. So just ask whenever you're ready.
Yeah,
we'll continue.
Yeah, definitely. I just don't stop talking sometimes in mid conversation because I don't want to lose train of thought. Because again, we are unscripted. We don't have bullet points. We don't sit there and say, okay, OG, we're gonna talk about this today and that today and this today. And if we go off track, we're gonna talk about this. No, we are straight off the cuff. So when I'm on a good train of thought, I tend to not try to lose it. What we what did Abomination say? He said maybe.
So he says maybe Epic is trying some lenient punishment strategy. Punish people and make them try again. Maybe since gaming in general is new, they can't just make someone sit out because we don't know if the tournament will be available again next time.
I'm pretty sure this tournament's going to be around for a long time. They've been doing this is the second year they're doing it. And I don't think Fortnite's going to stop the cup anytime soon. Too many investors are involved in Fortnite. Huh? Hold on one second.
Go ahead. Now, keep in mind that since this is a fairly new thing, it is going to take a while for all, for them to kind of get used to dealing with certain situations. They're going to be making a lot of mistakes, probably for the first few years. So expect similar things to happen. Maybe not this specifically to happen again, but expect some mistakes here and there while they kind of figure everything out and get everything organized.
They did, and another thing I want to bring up too, and this is something that, I don't know if, I was watching somebody stream the other day, and apparently there was, they were talking about a guy. I don't have any physical evidence of this, but I thought this was curious. I'll tell you who I was watching. I was watching Siphon PK and Nick Marks. They were playing. They were playing the what you call it. They were playing the divisions or whatever, just to play. Cause they didn't play with randoms, and apparently somebody was able to qualify to the champions division without really doing anything. Like they didn't have to, they didn't fire their gun or anything. It was kind of interesting. And I was like, and I don't really know much about it, and so the people that are in here, that do play Fortnite or whatever, or that are listening, if you can comment below, is that a thing? Is it do you really I tried it yesterday. I tried it for the first time. I'm in the open division or whatever, and it was, it wasn't that easy. I kept getting murked. I don't know. I was trying to get my 300 points, and I couldn't get past I couldn't get my first 25. But anyway, I don't know. It's pretty interesting. I think a lot of changes are going to be happening, but I think that, as much as Fortnite has grown, I think you got to remember Fortnite is still young. Fortnite still has a lot of growing to do.
They're still in their infancy, basically.
Yeah.
So they're going to make a lot of. I was just kind of mentioning earlier, they're going to make a lot of mistakes for a while.
He said, I hadn't heard that. What I heard from PK was the guy who quit out of the game, which drained the points. That drained the point for the elimination. Oh yeah, I was there for that. That was during the actual tournament. I was there for that. But the one that he was talking about, the one that I was talking about, he was talking about it yesterday. I watch a lot of Cypher PK. Cypher PK is actually one of my favorite pro Fortnite players to watch, just because he's just so chill. He's really knowledgeable as far as Fortnite goes. Yeah, and it keeps reminding me how Fortnite's still in its infancy stage. Whether you agree with it or not, it's opinionated. But OG, are you ready for this?
Sure.
Fortnite is still in beta.
Yeah, of course.
Have I watched? No, I have not. I have not watched that. I've never even heard of that person or TV people, or streamer, content creator. But yeah, I'm always reminded of that when I go to play Fortnite, that it's still a beta. I honestly don't think it's ever gonna come out of beta. Yes, you have the you have it, the I've heard of her, but I've never watched her. I didn't know that was her name. I didn't know what her name was. I didn't know what her name was. I've I've never watched her. I've seen clips. Yeah, okay. I know about her, but like I never knew her name. Is someone going to what? Uh Chris, I love you, man, but you kind of that's borderline there, buddy. The 13-year-old girl. Yeah, the 13-year-old girl is amazing. The 13-year-old girl is amazing. So what happened with the 13-year-old girl though? Because OGs lives in a special reality. Yeah, we all know. We all know about that. We all know about that. Did I miss something, chat? What did I miss?
No, they're still talking about the same person.
No. But did something bad happen with this 13-year-old person? Oh, she played with Ninja. Oh yeah, Lupo yesterday. Oh yeah. That was freaking awesome. Yeah. Angela was actually while I was getting my Deagle skills in. If for anybody that wants to see some of my Deagle skills, make sure you go to my Instagram and hit that like button, please. Likes are appreciated. Yeah, that's pretty dope. That's pretty dope. I think I think that's just dope in general because there's a lot of good, not just her, but there's a lot of other good players that are disabled that play Fortnite. I'm mediocre. I'm not one of those good players. Actually, another one is Rocky No Hands, but he doesn't play Fortnite anymore. He just plays Team Rumble. But yeah, she's freaking awesome. I haven't seen her play, but I've seen the clip where she won. I think that's really dope. I think that's sick. I'm gonna have to go follow her now. I never knew her name. Everybody just call everybody, and it sucks, right? Because I hate identifying somebody by their disability like that, you know. But everybody calls her that deaf girl. That's the 13-year-old, and I'm like, yeah, what's her name? you know. So yeah, somebody just DM me her channel. I will go follow her after the stream, and I will check her out. Yeah, most definitely, because well, I can't sing, but it, I got plans in the works. But yeah, this is gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome.
He's plotting and scheming.
I'm plotting and scheming, chat. I'm never I've never stopped grinding mentally in what I want to do. But yeah. That's crazy. Like, and the bad thing is about the situation is
Thank y'all for the biddies. 120, 30, 40, 50, 60 biddies, man. Look at all them biddies. Thank y'all for the biddies.
oh my Jesus, those are some big, huge biddies. That's a big old rock right in the middle of the screen. Thank you for dropping the rocks, man. Thank you for dropping the biddies. Man, thank you so much. Man, oh my gosh, man. Y'all been showing some crazy support lately. I don't know. Thank y'all so much, man. Love y'all. Okay, DB, I will just DM it to me because if I click on it now, it's gonna go all stupid. I will check her out for sure. That's crazy though. So yeah, like, and even Dr. Lupo was like, "Dang it, these guys are gonna be. Oh, you did okay. He said, "Dang it, these guys are gonna be in the freaking." Because he's a commentator for the World Cup, and he's like, "I gotta commentate. I gotta comment." Y'all know what I'm trying to say. He's basically got to call. He's got to talk about these guys while they're playing, and he's like, "I don't know how, like, you know," and he's like, "And I gotta be professional about it." You know, he can't be like, "Oh, these are cheaters," you know, or whatever the case may be. No commentary. His commentary was hilarious. Yeah, I know. He's really good. What, Ivy? So I mean, yeah, I mean, it's it'll be interesting to see. I'll be watching the World Cup. You know, my favorite person didn't make it, but it's okay. He would have had a chance to try again this week, but he's going to be at E3, which I really thought was really crazy too. The Fortnite Pro-Am is the same one of the weeks that the freaking qualifiers is in. I don't know if they did that on purpose or on accident, because they figure, well, if you're good enough, you're already going to qualify or what. But it sucked for Cypher PK because he's also going to be in the Pro-Am, so he's not going to be able to try to qualify again next week, which really sucks because he could have he almost qualified this last week. I was really rooting for him, but unfortunately he didn't make it, and he possibly could have made it next week, but unfortunately he hasn't. So, but OG, do you have any other knowledge there?
Sure, absolutely. Well, and I actually also picked up on a different term that we'll be talking about in a couple of months too. For those who don't know, we are big fighting game fanatics, and EVO 2019 is coming. So just so you know, for those that are interested in the Evolution Fighting 2019, the tournaments are going to be from August the 2nd to August the 4th. So those of you that are into related fighting games for high competitive play, definitely be on the lookout for that. And I do plan on discussing that on the podcast after the event is over. So just kind of want to throw that out there. But as far as gaming news is concerned, right now there's a new policy that Google Play is enforced. So basically, Google Play developers must now disclose their loot box odds. So what does that mean? Yeah, crazy, right?
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. So what happens is this affects any app that offers mechanisms to receive randomized virtual items in exchange for payment. The probability of receiving loot box items must now be clearly stated.
Why is my phone going off? Oh, sorry, my bad. Go ahead.
The rule was brought. Oh, you're good, man. But basically, this is something that Apple installed back in 2017, but the debate surrounding loot boxes has been ongoing forever, to the point to where, it's a thing where a lot of people consider it gambling. So now it's just a thing of, in order to have a game out, they have to give Google the odds so that, either one, they can say no to the game in general, or two, it can be displayed in the game app itself so that we can know too, just so you kind of know the odds. I think it's a little, I don't know if we necessarily need to know the odds, but I guess this is just for Google in general to kind of monitor that, I guess was what they're doing.
I think it's stupid. I'm going to be real. I think it's stupid because nowhere else and I'm going to be honest, and nowhere else in real gambling can I find out the odds. You know what I mean? Hello?
Well, okay, it depends on the game. Because, certain games do have odds to them depending on what casino game you're playing. But I kind of see what you mean. Like, not everything at a casino is going to be clearly stated. If you play this game, these are going to be your odds.
These are going to be your odds. It just depends
on what you're playing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. And this is my thing. My thing is this. If that is really the case, then it needs to be that way all across the board.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Because if if loot boxes are going to be considered as legitimate gambling, then why is like legitimate gambling not doing the same thing? And if that's the case, then why is legitimate gambling not following suit? You know.
So the reason for this is because right now, games that have microtransactions are being accused of targeting children to basically push them to be gamblers, and that's kind of what they're playing at. It's more to be at it's more to be against anti gambling for children is the idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know, man, because
I'm not saying that I agree with it, but I mean, I'm just kind of answering the question.
Yeah. I know. I'm just, it's just weird, man, because you're gonna tell me like, I don't know, I don't know, man. I don't even know how, because this thing's been going. You realize we've been talking about this for over a year, almost 2 years.
Oh yeah,
since we basically started this podcast.
Yep.
Which we've been podcasting for about 2 years now. That's crazy. But I mean,
well, it's a strong debate. I mean, it's so bad that there are certain countries that actually ban loot boxes from games. So certain games that have to pull their game off of their app store for certain countries because of these laws.
I thought loot boxes were they already like wrote it into law here anyway that they're gonna take away loot boxes, or it was on.
Some countries are and some countries are. It just depends.
Yo, thank you. What up, Gamer Babe? What's good? Yo, we got another follower. Thank you. I'm gonna say thank you right now for the follow. And just in case we're in mid conversation, but I don't know, man. It's just weird because it's like I don't know how it's like I can't go and play Texas Hold'em, and they're not gonna the dealer's not gonna tell me my odds. You know what I mean? Like I can't go. I can look it up on the internet, yeah, but there's not something like before, There's not something. There's not something that's like telling me like in bold letters, yo, this is before you play this game, these are your odds. You know what I mean? These are your odds of losing. I don't know. Optimize. What?
Organized gambling is required to publish odds for all games. Okay.
Oh.
So I wasn't sure if it was for all games or just certain ones, but okay.
Okay, so you can get an idea.
So,
go ahead.
So yeah, basically, I guess this is what the idea here is too. Is since it is considered gambling to the large masses, they're going to start. Well, at least Apple or Google is going to start doing that to where the odds will be posted there. Apparently, Apple already did it, so this is just something that Google's now catching up on.
Really?
Yep. It says that Apple did this back in 2017.
Really?
Yep.
Problem is loot boxes have not
been classified as gambling on the federal level as of yet. Yeah, as a matter of fact, it depends on the country. That's why some countries have it completely banned and illegal, whereas others are still kind of debating it. And right now here in the States, it's more of a debate. It's not anything pushed in the law.
So I can see certain things with loot boxes being gambling for this reason. You might be getting rain your way too. It's getting real dark over here, so be ready.
Yeah, here too.
We're saying that because our power always goes out. Anyway, like with the CS:GO skins, like you can actually sell those for money if I'm not mistaken, or get money in return for those. So that makes more sense to me. Why those would be considered gambling, because you're actually making money from those. But I'm not making money from Overwatch skins, guys. I ain't making no money from Overwatch skins. I'm not really winning anything from Overwatch skins. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And that's always been my thing. last night's storm was insane. All I got was rain. I didn't get no lightning. I ain't got nothing. I just got rain. And
Yeah, I think I got rain too. Yeah.
yeah, I didn't get no lightning, no storm. Gamer Babe also lives in San Antonio also. So
Awesome.
yeah, it's pretty awesome. Want to check Twitter real quick, and we have some breaking news. Uh-oh. What do we have? Oh my Jesus. What do we get?
I thought you were going to work, DB.
DB loves work. It's his favorite pastime.
Hey, if you love what you do for a living, that's fine.
I was joking. He knows I'm
I know.
kidding. What's the breaking Fortnite is what? Fortnite is shifting the date to end times of week 10 open qualifiers. Yo! Look, can I just pretend that we did that, chat? Can I pretend that like Fortnite's listening to me right now and they did that? They're listening to the podcast. Can we all just pretend together and Pogs in the chat? No, but I mean, I just, I kind of agree with DB though on that. Like what he first said. Like if you knew that you weren't qualified yet, you probably. Okay, bye. All right, bye, DB. Thank you so much for the breaking news, man. I think should be what? You think? I don't know what you said, gamer. But anyways, yeah, like I kind of agree with what DB just said before he dropped the news, is that if you knew you didn't qualify yet, then you shouldn't have committed to the pro-am. But maybe, maybe they had to, give a definite yes or no before they knew whether they were going to qualify in the pro-am or not. That's all I could think of. Just so you know, I can see you behind me. You're on camera. I'm talking to my daughter, chat. My other question is, how do you get in the pro-am? Your boy Handy would love to be in the pro-am one day. I would like to be not the pro. I'd like to be the am guy. I want to be the am guy, the one that's not the pro, the one that gets carried by a pro. That would be dope, right? You know what I'm saying? I would love to be, or even the girl would be cool to see. I hope you're talking to your. Well, we didn't think you could deal with.
You can see dead people.
Oh, you didn't think I could see dead people? Yeah, I can see.
Mm-mm.
I can see people's footsteps. You just can't stay away. I just want to know. I want to know. Like, I want to be involved in the pro-am. I just want to, not to say that I would be the best or that I would win. I would just want to say, you know what? Yo, I did it. That'd be like a bucket list kind of thing for me. Yo, I was in the Fortnite pro-am and Courage was my partner. Actually, I don't know, Cypher PK. Or imagine if the girl that y'all were talking about became pro, and then like she was like, and then I was her partner, and then like so it was like the the dynamic duel of disabilities takes over and wins the Fortnite pro-am. Instead of Sat and Sun, they are doing it Thursday and Friday. Also, during doubling the prize pool for the last 2 weeks to 2 million for each turn. Are you serious? That's crazy. Also, she will be playing in the pro-am? Man, that's dope. Who's her partner? Ninja? Yo, did y'all see who's gonna be Ninja's partner in the did y'all see who's Ninja partner gonna be in the Friday Fortnite fights or whatever it's gonna be with the Keemstar tournament? Yeah, it's crazy. She's considered a pro? Man, I need to get on her level. I need to be considered a pro. I almost got my first solo win yesterday. They trying to get her signed. Don't sign with FaZe. Please don't sign with FaZe. I
And
have,
yes, Abomination, I want us to be in the commentary booth. Definitely. Let's
dude.
make it happen.
I'm down. I'm down. Put us in the commentary for anything. I don't even care if it's for freaking Pac-Man.
Oh, yeah.
Cause you know,
We need to make Pac-Man hype, though.
dude, we could. We could.
We could be like, waka, 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 and then, be like, oh, look at the balls disappear. Oh, and he's chasing the monster. Go get the ghost. Go get the ghost.
Look at that ghost with the most. Just ate Miss
Yeah.
Pac-Man. You know what I'm saying? So she looks so tight. Man. Well, speaking of FaZe, and I have to say this opinion, just for me. Well, first of all, let's state the facts, okay? The High Sky kid that that's been with FaZe and has been accused of being underage because he is underage or whatever, and because of the Tfue lawsuit, his channel has been completely banned off Twitch, because it's the truth that he's underage, and and he signed with FaZe and all this stuff. And now here's where my opinion comes in. It's crazy that FaZe is like picking people up. No offense to Nitmerks. Nitmerks, you're awesome. You'll probably never listen to this podcast. Probably never know who I am. I'm not judging your move, brother. It is what it is, man. But I feel like nobody new should have joined FaZe because of this reason and this reason only. And I've said this on stream, because what happens if FaZe like gets convicted of this situation, and guess what? People actually go to jail for this, and there's no more FaZe, or FaZe takes a big hit. Then people like Nick Merckx takes a hit, and then it's bad for Nick Merckx's situation, because Nick Merckx openly said, yo, y'all don't be judging my opinion. I know what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. You got to trust in me. And then if this happens, and then he's there with egg on his face, I don't know. Like, I feel for the situation. Me personally, as a person, yeah, the money would have been great. The money would have been cool. But if FaZe came to me right now, like, my moral compass would have came into my judgment, and I'd have been like, yo, I appreciate it, and I'm probably going to regret this, but I'm not going to do anything, make a move to join FaZe until I know what's going to be happening to FaZe legally, and then just...
Well, the one thing that FaZe has on his side is paperwork, because regardless of what verbal agreement you have, the most important thing when it comes to lawsuit is what is on paper. And that's one thing that he has that the rest of them doesn't seem to have.
Well, the problem is, and this is the other thing. Like, this is about signing a 12-year-old kid. I don't know if that's the exact age, but it was an underage kid, and Tfue's the one that brought it to light, right? And it's been confirmed, and to the point to where he's underage, and that's why Twitch shut down this kid's channel, because he's underage. Because you have to be 13 or older, I believe, to stream on Twitch. And
same with YouTube. You have to be 13 on YouTube as well.
13 or older. Or you have to have... I thought it was okay if you had parents' consent. Like, I thought if your parents... No. I thought it was okay, like, if you had parents doing everything. But my thing is, like, 13 or older, just to have an account. Yeah, so, like, my thing is this, is, like, and apparently, like, you can, like, it's a serious situation, if you violate this and you sign somebody that's, underage or something like that. And so, I mean, FaZe is kind of like in a situation. Nothing wrong with signing him. No, his parents are acting as power of attorney. The streaming on Twitch and entirety into the World Cup are the violations. So So even if his parents are the power of attorney, he still can't stream on Twitch. Out of the situation.
Yeah.
Huh. And then he can't stream, and then he can't play in the Fortnite Cup. Huh. Because I was under the understanding, from what I understood, because I had I had this discussion before off stream with somebody, that I thought if the parents could, like, basically, make it where they're the power of the money, and please play close. Please stay close to your mic.
Stay close to your mic.
Okay. Like, I always thought that that they could, like, the teacher, if not the teachers, the parents, as long as the parents had the control of the money and the situation, what's going on, I thought it was all okay. Apparently it's not okay. So that's interesting. That's really interesting. Huh. You know, you know how many people break that rule, and because he's famous, it's a whole different situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that, I don't know. Just like the whole N-bomb thing. Like, yes, it's completely bad and wrong, and I don't agree with it. But do you know how many streamers get away with it because they're not big? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The content creators get away with it because they're not big. Do you wait? Yo, what up, Ghost? What up, Ghost? Officially, Twitch is for gamers age 13 years and older, and a user between 13 and 16 years old should use the platform with an adult. Accusing to the site terms of service. So okay, so it says nothing about under the age of 13. Gotcha. Okay. There's a lot of controversy that streamers get away with because no one who watches. I mean, it's true. I mean, that's very, very true. I mean,
I know on the YouTube side, if you're under 13, your parents, or I think someone older needs to be like in the video and needs to be like the main one still there with the kids there. It's just the kids under 13. This is just a YouTube policy. It's the kids under 13 that can't do anything by themselves or have their own accounts. But as far as having a channel, it has to be someone over 12, and kids can be in it if the person over 12 is like, a big part of it, is how it works on YouTube at least.
And I get what you're saying. I get what people saying. Well, it's not illegal for you to sign them, but I mean, think about it like this, though, right? You're signed to FaZe to content create, and if you can't content create, he's not making FaZe any money. He's not making any money for anybody. So I don't know. It's just crazy, man. Crazy FaZe, crazy. I've known orgs to mentor young underage kids so that when they get of age, they can sign them, Kind
of like an internship, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've known that to happen. But and now, maybe I live under a rock, but this was the first I've ever heard of somebody signing somebody underage, underage as far as like content creators. Yeah, that would be like me signing to a record company, and I can't make music. Yeah, exactly. Like, what are you doing? And it's like, to me as somebody like me, I don't care like how much clout somebody has. I don't care how much money somebody has. Me as a content creator, and everybody in here that's a content creator, let this be advice to you. You need to think about like what like certain things you join. What is that going to do for your brand? Like as far as you, as like morally, like do you want, like, for instance, even right now, like even if Optic came to me right now and was like, yo, Handy, we want to sign you, and I'm like, okay, but you're on the verge of not being Optic anymore, and I don't know if I want to be a part of Immortals. You know, you guys, content creators, you guys have to think about these decisions. Even if you are in the game a long time, even if you've been grinding for a long time, you have to think about everything. And you can't just expect, like, I get it, like, people have agents and people that like make these decisions for you, but there's something that came across my mind, chat, where I was thinking about this when certain people were saying this. The agents want to get paid too. So don't you think in some way they're kind of like pushing you to make the deal because they kind of want to get paid too? I'm not saying like that's the full reason why, but your team that you're trusting to make your decision on, because so apparently you can't make the decision yourself, like, don't you think they want to get paid too? Don't you think they're getting a cut too? Hello, it's the same way. Like, you can't tell me that business is business, agencies is agencies. There's no difference between a talent agent and a streamer agent, I bet you. I don't know. I've never met a streamer agent. A streamer agent has never came to me. I don't even know how to acquire one or where to even go. I don't even think I'm at the level to acquire one. But I bet you, if I was to put a streaming agent or whatever you call them, I don't even know what you call them, but if I was to put one of those agents and a music agent side by side, I bet you they identical. Hey, Crook, you know what I'm saying? Because at the same time, like, I'm not saying that they don't always have your best interests, but at the same time, they have a job to do and they want to get paid. And guess what? They get paid by getting you the deal. So you can't tell me, you know, you have to be able to think for yourself. You have to be able to make the decision for you. You can't just allow everybody to make the decision for you, because you are liable to make the wrong decision and you're liable not to look at every possibility, and you are liable to not only hurt yourself but hurt your brand. And the one way somebody can hurt their brand is people lose their like trust in you, because once they realize, hey, this dude doesn't know what they're doing, like, yo, like, I can't like, you know, I can't rock with him no more. This dude has no idea what he's doing. He's just letting big people just make the decisions for him, and he's just rolling with it. As long as he's getting the money that he wants, he doesn't care. He or she. I'm not specifying any situation. Yo, thank y'all for the biddies. 120, 30, 40, 50, 60 biddies, man. Look at all the biddies. Thank y'all for the biddies. But you can't allow what you think is like financially right for you. Of course, I would love to be making $2,000, $3,000 a month off stream. Would love it. I'd be able to do more with my stream, would be able to pour my back into it, but I'm not going to do something that's like put me in a bad position, because guess what? When that money run dry, what am I going to do? You know, like, for instance, what if FaZe is found guilty and FaZe closes down, right? You know, just like I said, just like if, as much as I love Optic and would love to be a part of Optic and would love to do content creation for Optic, if I was to sign with Optic right now, it would be a bad business move for me, because if at any day Optic can be gone. You know what I mean? And then you know, then I'm no longer Optic. I'm Immortals, and I'm having to play by their drum. And guess what? I can't get out of their drum. I may not like their drum, but guess what? It doesn't matter because I'm under their contract now. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? And you know, you got to be smart when you make these decisions. Not all money is good money, chat. It was like that with TV or movie producers and game dev. Yeah, exactly. I mean, an agent is an agent. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and an agent's job is to put to put you in the light and make you get seen by the right people so you can get where you need to get. But it's also they're trying to get you the money that you want, but also they're getting money too. If you don't think your agent, you know, I'm not speaking to people that, you know, that do have agents. If you don't think your agent's getting paid off your deal, you live under a rock, my friend. You live under a rock. Take it from somebody that's been involved in the music business before. And like I said, it's not necessarily the same thing, but an agent is an agent. You know, talent agencies, you know? What did Abomination say? I can't read that first word.
It just says Telltales, which is a gaming company,
yeah.
disappeared, and a bunch of devs were out of a job for a while.
Yeah. Poor Telltales.
Well, actually, there were quite a few gaming companies lately, or gaming devs who had to lay off employees and all kinds of stuff. Like it's been crazy in the gaming industry these days. It's hard to keep a job depending on what, you know, developing company you work for.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I always tell you guys, man, don't always count on the money, especially when it comes to gaming. Don't always count on the money because you never know. You never know.
Never know.
Never know. But that's pretty much all my knowledge. Do you have more knowledge, sir?
Only one thing. It's kind of minor because we've already brought this up before. This is just something that's official.
Mm-hmm.
We reported this a while back, but the YouTube gaming shuts down for good official as of I think it was like May the 30th was its actual day to exist. Now, for those of you who don't know what YouTube gaming is, well, I'll just read the article and you'll be able to hear.
A lot of people
don't. So I'll just read the article itself. It's not very long.
Okay.
So as I mentioned, Google is closing down its YouTube gaming app. All YouTube gaming content has been migrated back into the main platform, and all of its creators can still be found there. The move becomes a part of the plan to build a stronger home for the gaming community and thrives on YouTube. The YouTube gaming was basically an app you can download aside from YouTube that was more focused on the gaming part, the gaming channels in YouTube itself. The problem is that YouTube gaming was never clear on what it was and how it was supposed to be executed, that it really didn't work or help with anything that was happening. Mm-hmm. So rather than overcomplicate things, they're just getting rid of the app altogether, and basically you just have your YouTube channel. If it's gaming, you can put it under like the gaming option, so when people look up gaming, they can find you. But that's pretty much it. They're getting rid of the app part of it, where you could look for gamers in general.
Yeah.
And YouTube gaming launched in 2015 as a separate destination for gaming content.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy, man. It was
a very complicated thing.
I never used the game. No, I never used the game YouTube gaming app.
Yeah, most people didn't because nobody knew what it was. Like it was like most people that were gaming on YouTube just had their channel, and that was it. Like they didn't like try to set up for YouTube gaming. Like they just kind of did their own thing, and they still got views. Yeah. You know what I mean? They still got subscribers, so they didn't need it.
And the funny thing was, for a while, it was the only way you could chat to the content creator, like in live chat. It was through the gaming app. until they've come out with their chat beta on the channel. But yeah, to me it was just like, I don't know, it was just weird. But it was like the only way you
Yeah.
can support your creator. Also, so it was just very weird. But now they've just transferred it over. I don't know. I think it's gonna take another phase once Stadia comes. I just hope they fix YouTube by the time Stadia comes.
Well, YouTube has actually gotten better with at least with the streaming part of it. Maybe not the algorithm, but for those who, follow certain people and they stream, I've learned that the whole super chat thing has been basically the same thing as kind of donating like with bits and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And so at least they have that set up so people who do live stream on YouTube can still get their donations the way, they're supposed to, rather than doing something overcomplicated. So at least they got the streaming part taken care of. It's more just the beating them and being able to get their notifications is the issue right now.
It's just a pain in the butt to get there. Because the algorithm. Because you got to have at least, I think, 10,000 followers.
Yeah.
Or 1,000. Or so many hours before you're even eligible. And then you have to be approved.
It's 1,000 subscribers. I think it's like 4,000 hours.
Yeah, something like that.
It's 4,000 hours worth of watch content with 1,000 subscribers.
I meet the hours, I just don't meet the subs. But I don't stream on there really anyway. I don't miss my 3 cents from YouTube. I don't miss it. I don't miss my 3 cents. YouTube can keep my 3 cents, put it towards your fixing your algorithm. I'd be much more appreciative. Hold on, my wife.
But I mean, as long as, and I think with YouTube, it's just more you need to depend on word of mouth. Just kind of say, hey, I got a channel, tell your friends, kind of a thing. As long as they subscribe to your channel, it'll be easy for them to find you rather than have to randomly search for it.
If they do the notification bell, they got to do the notification bell, because if they don't continuously watch your videos, then you don't pop up in your feed or in your sub feed. Like, the video you posted yesterday, right? I didn't even know you posted a video, and I randomly found it and it was like at the bottom, like the bottom, like, and I didn't even know you posted a video. But so sometimes,
and that's why I was saying that if you have someone that you subscribe to, you should just take the initiative to just kind of check once a week to see if they've loaded anything, because you're not always going to be notified. Because I rarely get notifications. There's only like 1 or 2 people that I get notifications from, and I have the notification bell on it too. So I actually did click on it so I could make sure that I get them. But yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying, but
and what's funny is there are some people who I don't even have notifications for,
and they pop up. They pop
Yeah.
up, and I'm like, dude, some people I don't even subscribe to.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, this is broken.
mm-hmm.
You know,
It is.
It's so broken. But I can't help but not be on YouTube. Like, YouTube has helped me make so many like decisions, not because I watch one video. Like, you have to understand, like, when you watch a YouTube on a subject on how to do something, or like if you're gonna like look at a review, you need to look at, like, I say on average at least 12 videos. Okay? Because at the end of the day, everybody has their own opinion, right? So at least I would say at least 12, 13 videos, you can kind of form your own opinion. Because then you can start to realize, okay, is this person just saying this for clout, or is he being genuine and sincere or serious? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people will do a review on something just because they absolutely just dislike the game and they want to be negative, or dislike a product or something, but sometimes you'll find somebody that's like really knowledgeable and just be honest, with you. I do that a lot. Like, I tell my wife, if she ever got into YouTube, she needs to do how-to videos, because right there, to me, those are like the best attention grabbers. 90% of people go to YouTube to look at how to do something or what to do something. Those have been my videos that have gotten the most views. How to just with those phrases alone, how to and what to, like those two videos by themselves have got over, like together have gotten over 10,000 views. So if that's what you're really trying to do, which that's not really what I'm trying to do. I normally just do those videos when I find something to really help somebody. That's to me, that's where the money is, because that's where everybody watches YouTube. Not saying I don't watch gaming YouTube videos, I do, but it's very selective. Like I watch OG, Cypher, and Courage when it comes to gaming. I like actual gaming content. Other than that, it's just like podcasts and stuff and vlogs. But yeah, it's crazy, man.
And there's a lot of people that I watch. Well, there's like a select few people that I constantly watch, but there's a lot of people that I watch in terms of like various subjects. It kind of just depends, because some people I prefer over others. But like there are certain people that I watch for certain games, I guess is the way to put it. And then there's one person that I watch for mobile games in general. And then, of course, I have a speed running people that I watch and stuff like that. So there's different types of people that I watch, basically, but it's only about one or two from each type that I actually look at.
Nice.
Before I forget too, because I was mentioning Evo earlier, I didn't mention the games that are going to be in the tournament. I don't know what the schedule is as far as what's going first or last, but I believe there are 9 games that are going to be a part of the tournament.
9?
It's 9 different games. Yeah. There's Street Fighter 5.
Is that a lot or is that average?
It's about average, give or take 1 or 2. Yeah.
All right.
But yeah, Street Fighter 5 Arcade Edition, Tekken 7, Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Yo, let's go.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat 11. So that's going to be there.
Go figure.
So that should be interesting since it's a new game.
Yeah.
Soul Calibur 4, which I think we kind of predicted that would be a thing.
Yeah, that we predicted that.
Under Night in Birth, I don't know what that is.
Never heard of that in my life.
Comment. Dragon Ball Fighters, which obviously that was the most hype last year. You got to bring it back. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, and then Samurai Showdown.
Wow. Are you going to be watching?
So those are going to. That's the plan. I'm mainly looking. Yeah, the games that I'm going to be watching is going to be Dragon Ball Fighters, Soul Calibur 4, and then of course Smash Brothers Ultimate. Those are the main ones that I want to watch. So and maybe Tekken 7.
Nice. Maybe. Depends.
Well, the only reason I might watch the Tekken is because my girlfriend likes Tekken. That's her favorite fighting game series.
Really?
So she's going to want to see Tekken. Yeah.
I think I remember you telling me that before.
Yeah, she's a big Tekken player. She used to play Tekken 3 and Tekken Tag, stuff like that back in the day, but yeah.
Tekken ain't the same, but yeah, it's still a good game.
Yeah.
Definitely. I will be watching Smash.
I'm sure you will.
I need to practice up. Cloudy been kicking my butt, man.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Yep. But, man.
Yeah, I think we're good for the day, though. We had some good conversation. So I think we'll go ahead and end it over here. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and listening to the OG Podcast. We are here Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Central. And don't forget, next week we're going to be talking a lot about E3. And we're also going to be talking a lot about the whole Google update thing that's supposed to be happening tomorrow. So we have some interesting stuff to talk about next week. So I
might start. Well, actually, tomorrow's Able Gamers. I was like, I might start late so I can watch it, but I don't know. We'll see what happens, chat. We'll see what happens. But I figured I'm doing Able Gamers tomorrow. Go ahead, sorry.
No, you're good. But yes, Handy Killcat will be at Able Gamers tomorrow, and then at his own channel the rest of the week, and then the beginning of the following week. And then, of course, if you want to check out my YouTube channel, it's OG Crunksta, the original name. That's right, no longer original. You can't find it under that title. So I went back to my roots, to OG Crunksta. Look me up. You can check out all my old mobile gaming videos. mostly card games, but you got some mobile RPGs as well. So be hype about that. And then, of course, don't forget about Summer Games Done Quick coming June the 23rd through June the 30th. Get your donation there, or just watch and lurk and just have a good old time with all the crew, speedrunning your favorite games. But until next time, you guys keep gaming and take care.
Yeah, to answer your question, Abomination, I probably could, but I don't want to set that example because then somebody else that might stream on the channel be like, oh, you could stream other stuff on the channel, like videos and stuff, and then it might go bad. I don't want to. I don't want to lead by example in that situation. You know what I mean? And I don't even want to. I don't. I don't want to. I would love to, but I don't want to. Yeah, you know. I don't want to start that trend. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that guy, Abomination. I don't want to be that guy because, like, I know it's acceptable. You know what I mean? But a lot of people don't think of like I do, and I don't want to be like, oh well, Handy streamed Twitch on Able Gamers, so I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna stream another streamer that is vulgar or talks a mess or something. You know what I mean? So I don't want to be that guy. I'll just have to watch it later, or have people in chat fill me in and watch the YouTube VOD. Gonna play Fortnite with E3 on in the background. Yep, pretty much gonna be yep. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do. Yep. Or I'll probably have DB come in and chime in for me. DB always be, coming in and doing that stuff. But I will see you all tomorrow. See you all later. Peace.